right, speaking of Paw Fresh, next up we got the Almighty West 10, and the name of this joint is Country Talk. Probably was gonna go last with them, but since you mentioned Paw Fresh, I just want to pull them up out the hat. All right, the first thing I gotta say is perfect usage of a hip hop independent legend, because this song features Al Capone. Now, a lot of people might not know who Al Capone is. But
they don't. Please enlighten them. Please do.
Al Capone is one of those artists who, for years, before 3 6 Mafia, before a Project Pat, before 8 Ball and MJG, even though they're not from Memphis, he's one of the forefathers of Memphis rap. Now, what a lot of y'all might not know, this is a little for your Googles. Al Capone is the original whoop that trick, whoop that trick. A lot of people don't know that, but he is the original whoop that trick from the movie Hustle and Flow.
So I don't think they understand. The Migos got their style from Memphis. Well, I could say 3 6 Mafia. I could say definitely from there. They would not be around. Yeah, that wouldn't have. A lot of current rappers today got their style from derivatives of anybody. Some of those folks that were originated in the Midwest, but Al Capone is one of the originators of the originators. Mm-hmm. Like we're talking about a triple OG. We're talking about somebody who helped start an entire movement for a region. There are very few people that are still alive in 2022 that we can talk and say and point a finger at, like, this dude did that for all of these folks. This is one of the folks that need, and King J Cage, he also needs to get his flowers, but we'll talk about him at another time. And since they put him on this feature, I'm gonna talk about Capone. We need to, and this is something me and Capone talked about when he and I talked. I wanted to do a 9/11 day, which is 9/11. Is it 9/11? I think it's 9/11 or 9/01. One of them. It might not be 9/11 because that's a tragic day in the United States history.
That's why I looked up. I was like,
yeah, I think their number is 9/01. I think their area code is 9/01. Well, anyway, we had talked about it, and I reached out to the Conventions and Visitors Bureau for Memphis, a bunch of other things. But him and about 5 other guys, 4 of them are still alive. I wanted to do a 90. I think it was 9/01. I want to do a 9/01 day just so that we can pay homage to the birth of hip hop in the Midwest. And those people helped influence a whole bunch of other folks who influenced a whole bunch of other folks. But these guys are still alive. We were talking about doing an NFT project, some cryptocurrency, a bunch of other things. But this is just me and my trying to pay homage to the hip hop history that never gets talked about. I did the same thing, and we're trying to work with MC Shadi and here a couple other groups with Tetris and I can't remember the other dude that was with Tetris. K Chill, that's right. Tetris, yeah. I was trying to do something with that. Like they helped spur an entire movement for entire regions, and the regions don't even know about it. It's like it's a part of lost history, and I can't sit down and allow that type of shit to happen, because hip hop in Atlanta would not have moved without MC Shadi, without the dude that you interviewed. I can't remember the old dude. Mojo. Without Mojo, none of that stuff would have happened. But we're not giving them their flowers, and I need for people to get their flowers while they're still alive. I don't want somebody to die and now all of a sudden, like, we're talking about them, we're trying to raise them up. Let these people receive those awards and accolades while they're still here on this side of the dirt. So people like Capone, people like Shadi, people like Tetris, definitely Luke, but Magic Mike, I don't know, Magic Mike, there's so many, that list goes on, and they don't even get the mention in the conversation of hip hop originators. It all defers to New York, and like all of that shit started up there. But yeah, it did. But once it migrated and other pockets and other parts of the country started moving, those people helped birth that type of hip hop in those regions. and they're not getting talked about, and that makes me upset to my core. But Kapone, I ain't did the review, and hopefully I didn't break your review. I apologize, again, this got a perfect. The video is good angles, good scenes, great lighting. I'm so glad y'all went away from that dark shit that y'all did last time. Thank y'all. Jay Cage, I think Jay Cage probably should have been on the hook with Kapone, because Jay Cage's voice is distinctive. Like when you hear him start rapping, it is definitely something that like, oh damn, this dude got a gift, and so does Paw Paw Fresh, which is why the group meshes so well.
Yes.
But, and speaking of Paw Paw, when y'all hear Paw Paw come in on this now, you're gonna be like, okay, go ahead, Grandpa. But then when you hear him do the speed rap, you're gonna be like, damn, that dude dentures finna fall out of something. But look, y'all need to go and get them features from Paw Paw ASAP. Because Paw Paw is a beast. Not just the features, but get you a beat with the feature. Try to get you 2 for 1. But this dude got and I need you to rhyme a little more, Paw Paw. I heard you in there. You're like, you were just doing a little wordplay and just talking fast and trying to emphasize on the word. But I need you to rhyme in there, for it to make sense for the rap folks of 2022. This is a great record. Kapone brought his normal Kapone flair. I don't even know how you spell Maine. Is it MAINMANE? Because I know it's supposed to be MAN, but you motherfuckers in the Midwest always accent some stuff. So
or is it MANNE, Maine? Yeah.
MANN. I don't know, bro. Like that, but it's cool. It's what that region is about. When somebody's from that area, when they say that word, so it is. You guys are staying true to who you are, and I respect everything that you guys got going on over there. I love the beat. I loved it when the kicks came in. I would have liked to hear them a little bit higher in the beat when it did come in, because I think it came in like mid-verse or at the beginning of the verse. But I'm not mad at nothing that I got with this. This was a great record. I don't know if it's for pushing up Kapone or if it's for pushing up Memphis rap, but if either one of those is working, because it's good to see Jay Cage, aka
King JC,
and Kapone still working in 2022. And I think Memphis folks would appreciate this record as much as everybody else over here in country rap.
Before I even give my portion on it, and I'm sure Jay Cage and Paw Paw Fresh would appreciate this. Anybody out there doing your Googles, since we're talking about Memphis rap and we like to educate, look up Kingpin Skinny Pimp. Look up DJ Squeaky. Look up Player Fly. Look up Tommy Wright III. Look up Gangsta Pat. Those are some of those people that laid the foundation for the artists I said Tommy Wright III. But those people laid the foundation for 3 6 Mafia, for Project Pat, for Duke Deuce, who's killing it right now, for Pooh Shiesty, for Moneybag Yo, for Yo Gotti. Like, look up the old Memphis, and it also give you a definite appreciation of what West 10 is bringing to country rap, because those sprinkles of OG Memphis rap is what West 10 is bringing us in the form of country rap. And I think that is dope. Now, we always talk about features and how artists get generally overshined by the features. And like that. So I'm going to be very, very honest. When I heard Al Kapone and he went into his whatever you call that, double time, triple time, roller the song, he done his little thing on that.
Right.
I was like, damn. They done let this man go first, and he done tongue acrobat on the record. Jay Cage came through and did his typical baritone, Merry Christmas from the Temptations type verse.
Right.
And then Pop Out, they, instead of bringing the hook back in, they went back to back like Run DMC.
Right.
And it gave me that experience of what you just said, of the uniqueness of their voices coming together. Bro, and it made me forget Al Kapone was on the record. Those guys were so entertaining how they placed it back to back. Bro, I think all the credit we give Papa as a producer, he needs equally as much credit as an engineer, because he's able to put things together that sounds great. Like even, and this ain't about this record, it's about Pawpaw. In the portions I've heard of the Country Rap Symphony, Pawpaw brought it out of the artist. Like he, from what I've been told, he tricked the beat and pulled out, put in, and made the artist fit more so opposed to what it originally was. I think just as dope as he is a producer, he's probably just as dope as an engineer. Hey man, y'all sleeping on West 10 because J Cage and Pawpaw Fresh #1 has two of the most unique voices as a group in hip hop or country rap. They work together very, very well, and they're just not getting their just do at this point. Also, the video was shot by Trackman. We haven't done anything by Trackman. And if you want to see some vintage Memphis or Memphis scenery, check this video. There's scenes from downtown. There's scenes from the Elvis Museum. And man, I really enjoyed this. Now, I really enjoyed it. And hopefully Al Capone is working on a project produced by Pawpaw Fresh.
Dope.
And
I hope they release it as an NFT.
and also they're going to get extra bonus points for the Country Rap Report gear in the video.
Bruh, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
Salute to you, Pawpaw.
I see you. For sure. We see you, bro. Appreciate you.
Definitely. That made me, I'm like, damn. This bit, I ain't gonna lie, Pawpaw. When I seen it, I like, this video better not be whack. You better not miss your friend. No, I'm just joking. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, sirs, for quality country rap music. All right, last video of the day. And man, we haven't done a review on this guy in so long that I'm glad that we're reviewing him now. Mr. Leroy Biggs, the Reverend Leroy Biggs. And the name of this joint is F Them F That. This is one of his first offerings of his new deal with Street Flavor Records. And man, you can start this one off because this was definitely one of those type of videos you speak highly of. The video was shot by Chad Arms. Beat was done by 3030. Always good to hear 3030.
Okay, got it.
Shot by Chad Arms, beat done by 3030. This is one of Spank's type of videos.
Well, is it?
Yeah.
It wasn't. There was some things that I did not like. I did not like the VHS effect. I did not like that. And I did not like where it was like as a part of the VHS effects, it gives you this, like the tape is crinkled, so it'll give you like some, I don't know, it's almost like static on the screen. Yeah, but I did not like that, but it didn't take away from the video, so I did not take any points off of this. Again, this is perfect, so I can't take off any scores.
It said rewind in the corner of the screen.
Right up then. Yeah, I didn't like that part either. But and Leroy, this ain't on you, this on the videographer. There are some overdubbing issues in here because when it was supposed to, when your lips were moving, there was probably a second or two delay on your actual lips moving versus when the lyrics were being played. But again, it wasn't too distracting, so I did not take off of it because I think it was part of the VHS effect, the static, et cetera, et cetera. Lyrically, I think the last video we reviewed on him, he was outside in front of some trailer or something, and there was some chicks out there and
a little
yeah, right. I don't even know what the content was, but it wasn't memorable. This video, and I don't know. I need to come back to you about that record label thing that you just mentioned about him because I didn't know anything about that. But if this is Leroy Biggs going forward, I'm all in. This wasn't Leroy being funny. This was Leroy, I'm finna bar your ass to death. Like, if you don't respect me with, who I am as a lyricist, okay, fine. I can be funny too, fam, but I'm also out rap you. And he came with the bars on this one. I'm not, I can't take him for granted anymore because there were times where I wouldn't even put him in the conversation of being a good lyricist, quote unquote, because it was more of the humor and the showman in it. But lyrically, boy got bars. Like he might be top 10. Like, and I'm not saying that, you know, to be light, but this dude is not somebody that you can underestimate just because he, you know, he's a chubby dude over there and he likes to make jokes and shit. Y'all finna get out rap like real slick if you're gonna allow him to do features. Understand, you got to read the room. Like, yeah, he's funny, but listen to the song, listen to the bars. The bars are there, and he's telling you, "Fuck you," like fuck all of y'all. Like I got skills too. Just don't just let me, you know, walk into the room and y'all thinking I ain't somebody y'all need to be taking serious. I am, you know. And so I need to hear the new project. What were you saying about a label or something?
Leroy Biggs has linked up with Sunny Paradise over at Street Flavor Records. For those who don't know, Street Flavor Records is a legendary label. I want to say out of Memphis or Nashville, but they help launch careers of Haystack, Jelly Roll. A lot of legendary Tennessee artists were originally on Street Flavor, but Leroy next project is coming out on Street Flavor. And I think he might be the new vice president. I'm not sure. Leroy is with Street Flavor Records now.
Okay.
I have not seen this in country rap up until now.
Uh-huh.
They have been promoting Leroy Biggs' release for almost 2-3 months.
That's a rollout.
They have a rollout, yes.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that.
They have a label rollout to where they have literally been promoting Leroy Biggs. And you know what? In traditional hip hop fashion, they've even had a date change. Because initially it was supposed to be released on the it's record's called Howdy Howdy. Initially it was supposed to be July 25th, and now it's been moved back to August the 5th. By the time this airs, it should be done came out unless they move it back again. But yes, they've got a lot of the reactors aboard on pre-promoting this single. So, you know, I don't know.
Those are traditional hip hop methods, though. Is that the right route that we need to be taking for him?
Well, I mean, if the label has switched their artist base, doesn't mean they have to switch the business regimen. Because it definitely worked with artists like Haystack, like Jelly Roll. Street Flavor used to come into Atlanta a lot and you know, come to the stores, do in-stores and stuff like that. So
yeah, but it didn't work for them. Because back then you were doing it in a market that was saturated with, you know, mostly black rappers, and you got a white rapper that you're trying to target to a wrong audience.
They had other black artists too. I just named the two that are affected by country rap today. They might have done a Kingpin Skinny Pimp project. They generally was doing those artists that I mentioned in the West 10 video. A lot of those artists put out at least done one-offs with Street Flavor back in the day.
I just don't think that route is the route that a country rapper needs to go. But if he's trying to just target rap, because this is definitely a core rap record, if he's just trying to target that, then I'm not against it. I just don't want wasted marketing and branding trying to talk to the choir. You know, it's not going to work. You're going to end up just spending a whole lot of money on advertising and marketing, talking to these influencers, and it's all going to be for nothing when you could just be putting that marketing and promo into YouTube and then going towards the audience that actually watches him.
I think this is just for what I see. I haven't spoken. Me and Sonny had one message combo back and forth, and we were supposed to get on the phone, and that never transpired. But just based off some of the things he said to me, it seems like they're taking bits of that old hip hop regimen, but mixing it up and catering to what goes on now. You know, because at this point, I haven't seen anyone reach out to the influencer. And I found out about Howdy coming out on social media via the influencers before I even seen it on Leroy Biggs' page.
Okay.
And at this point, I haven't seen anyone incorporate and not the influencers. I don't want to go down and name all the influencers involved in the pre-promotion, but they've definitely done that. And I know that's something they were doing back in the days of putting out artists like a Skinny Pimp or Jelly Roll or Haystack.
Are those influencers country rap influencers or rap influencers?
Oh, no,
Okay.
it's only country rap influencers. That's why I know about it.
Okay, cool.
The country rap influencers that we spoke on this show before, the Rebel Mans, the Dylan Talks, the Captain Kirks, the
Simbas.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Like, okay, cool.
And I'm not saying they reached out to every one of them, but those people that we mentioned are definitely aboard when it comes to promoting this Howdy Howdy record.
Okay, well that's the right formula then. Yes, I was thinking they were targeting hip hop folks.
No.
Okay, cool.
And I think they're rolling out 2 artists, Leroy Biggs, and I think his name is Lorenzo Cole. But Lorenzo Cole was like a member of Jelly Roll's band, and he might actually be a relative. So, Lorenzo Cole definitely has some experience working with the label as well. Because Sunny Paradise has been over there a while.
Lorenzo, that's somebody black. Ain't too many white Lorenzos, fam. Lorenzo got to be a little on the darker side, because And is he rapping or is he singing?
He has a style that's different.
Okay.
It's kind of a
like Daily Voodoo different?
Bro, it's kind of a mesh between like some grunge rap country type.
The fuck is that? We gotta put him on. You gotta find something to review on him just so we can figure out the fuck it is. Because that's different for me.
Yeah, but he's definitely he does a lot of covers, he sings.
Okay.
But like I said, he's originally part of Jelly Roll's camp.
Is somebody that's on Onyx? Is he on Onyx for you?
He's not black.
He ain't black?
No.
How you got a name like Lorenzo and you ain't black?
Yeah, Lorenzo. We done threw out too many stereotypes in this episode.
Yeah, we have. We don't went all day down there. Okay, all right, my bad. No, not my bad. I stick with what I said. How many? I don't know a white Lorenzo ever, and I'm 50 now.
I've never met one either. And a lot of times I try to think of athletes,
right?
And I can't even think of
not a single one.
Yeah. So he has a record out now called Sauce King, featuring Leroy Biggs, Deuce, and Chucky V.
Deuce. Okay. All right, cool. Well, we can check it out. I'll check it out.
All right.
Put it on my playlist.
All right. But definitely. I like the video. It was an in-studio video. They shot it on the set of Chad Arms' podcast. Shit to say.
I got some shit to say.
Yeah, they shot that on the set. If you look at like the stuff around, it was shot on the set. And I know him and Chad Arms done a project together, so it was a great usage of their time spent together. So I thought it was dope, man. And again, I'm looking at these in-studio videos different once you mention what you mentioned about being an inexpensive way to actually promote, and they done well. That rewind thing in the corner kind of annoyed me, but it didn't bother me that much. Because I think when you do an in-studio video, give it a little effect. So I wasn't super mad at it.
Okay.
But I agree with you. That top 10 list is going to look pretty interesting because Leroy Biggs is coming to claim the throne. And, he had a metaphor that said, fueled by hate and love of the audience. Bro, I pondered my brain around that like, wow. Fueled by love and the hate of the audience. I thought that was dope. I'm like, okay. Because the audience is going to love you. Some of them going to hate you.
Most are going to hate you.
Yeah.
Most hate you.
But that hate will make you want to achieve even more.
But most artists, that hate makes you quit. So, and most artists don't understand the hate. Most artists don't understand that most people are going to not like you. This is the conversation I had the other day with somebody. Like, you got to treat the music industry like it's baseball. Like in baseball, you can fail 7 out of 10 times, and you're still one of the best hitters in the league because you got a 300 batting average. You can fail 7 times, but you get a hit 3 times, and you're the shit. You know, in music, you got to treat it that way. You know, everybody's not gonna like you. There's 6 billion people on the planet. Let's say half of those are buying or purchasing adults. There's 3 billion people on the planet that can buy your shit. No one's ever came close. Which is why it is such a major feat when somebody goes gold. Like 500,000 copies or 25 million streams worldwide equals gold. You have reached that accomplishment. 500,000 isn't a lot in the grand scheme of 6 billion people on the planet, but 500,000 is that much of an accomplishment because not everybody's gonna fuck with you. You gotta understand that as a musician, as a producer, that anybody that's in the spotlight in music, everybody's not gonna fuck with you. You need to be focusing on 1%. I've always said 1%. It's been my 1% ever since I got into the industry. 1% is enough for you. 1% will get you that gold record. 1% will get you that platinum record. 1% would make you go diamond. You get 10 times platinum. And Wobble went 4 times platinum. Congratulations to both of us. And you got to understand, everybody's not gonna like you. When you get that in your head, you will begin to succeed as an artist. But most artists try to get everyone to like them, and when they get any negative feedback or feel like somebody ain't feeling them, they get in their feelings, and now they are doubting themselves. Now they're doubting their own ability and their God-given talent. You shouldn't do that. But that is 99.9% of the artists that are out there. You guys fall in that pocket. That 0.1% that is out there, they say, fuck that. I'm going to do music for me. I'm going to put it out there, and it's going to gravitate towards the people that like it, and those people will buy into what I'm doing, and I'll have fans, and I'll start generating revenue. That is not most folks. There's very few people over here in country rap that are doing it right now. Church will probably be at the top of that list. I don't know if anybody else does it, because everybody else, even in these little pockets, from political rap, country rap to that y'all are making music for a certain genre or subgenre or demographic, and those are gimmicks. That shit will play out. That shit plays out, and it has an expiration date. But people that are in there just making music just to be making music, like West 10, I think they do that. I think Cowboy Killer does that. I think Jessie B does it to the best of her ability. There's a very short list of people over here that is just making music just because they want to make music, because they enjoy making music, not to make music to sell to this people, or not to make music for that occasion because they want to make a club record, or not making music to put it out there so you can be in the same conversation with these other folks. That music has a certain type of energy in it, and that energy is in that music, and it goes out into the world with that energy in it, and it gravitates towards those people. But when you're making music from the heart, when you're making music that you want to make because you feel like this is what God put you here to do, that music comes out and it goes towards those folks, and it hits them without you even having to do anything for it. So that's just my rant. I apologize. I didn't mean to jump on that tangent.
It's all right. Real quick, man, let's jump into this project shout out.
Okay.
And again, I'm gonna say congratulations to this guy. A lot of people didn't even realize he released a project, and they think he's just riding off the success of the single and him signing. Big Poe released a project called Bayou Baby.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I did not.
You just thought it was a single, right?
I did.
Yeah, he released a full album on June 17th called Bayou Baby. It is 17 songs, 54 minutes and 14 seconds. And it actually features songs that we've talked about. And those, like my favorite song is obviously the title cut, Bayou Baby. The record he done that we reviewed with Big Chuck, Do What You Can, is on there. He has production and a song with my guy TJ Freak, which I really enjoyed. It was called Remember. And he actually had a song that I enjoyed featuring Hitman and Shamu the Panda called Heal. Bro, it's a very, very, very solid project. In today's time, he probably could have split it up and made 2 EPs.
Okay. Because
it's 17 songs, but through and through, Poe is a very versatile artist. I really enjoyed it. And when y'all get an opportunity, please check out Bayou Baby and continue to support the single, Bayou Baby. And again, congratulations and salute to Poe for your signing to 1 RPM. Now I wonder, will 1 RPM re-release this or how that works? But I don't know. Poe, project shout out. It's on you, sir.
I'm adding this project right now to my playlist. I'll listen to it next time I hit the road.
Shout out to Big Poe. All right. Let's review real quick. Let's review. We started the entire show off with Whosoever South. Whosoever South. And it is spelled WHOSOEBERSOUTH. Follow them on the gram. And let's get them up to 2,500 followers. Okay. Then we had Mr. Colt Graves. Colt Graves, the name of his joint was Lonesome Roads. You can follow him on the gram at Calhoun Cowboy. Calhoun Cowboy. CALHOUNCOWBOY. Let's get him up to 1,500 followers. See, that's the stuff I don't understand about country rap, bro. How can a person have such a dope video and less than 1,500 followers?
I don't know, fam.
But in looking at his tagline, he's from Calhoun, Kentucky. So maybe that's where it comes from. I don't know.
I'm following him. I just got him now.
Maybe I would love to him and Cowboy Killer do a song together.
Yeah.
That would be dope. All right. Then we had the mighty West 10. Please follow them on the gram, West 10 Music, WEST 10MUSIC. Let's get them up to 1,000 followers. See, that's what I mean, bro. I don't know if it's the marketing that's lacking in the genre, because you'll see artists with tens of thousands of followers, and then you see artists who haven't cracked 1,000 yet. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Please follow West 10 Music. And last, we had Mr. Leroy Biggs, the good reverend. Let's follow him at the Leroy Biggs, TheLeroyBiggs. Let's get him up to 33.5K followers.
Okay.
And last but not least, for the project shout out, let's follow Big Poe at Big Poe Music, BIGPOMUSIC. Let's get him up to 5,000 followers.
Gotcha.
And Big Poe got some women up there doing the Bayou Baby on his Instagram.
Good for him.
You know.
Got to get that marketing.
Yeah, he got a couple women up there. Then they kind of got it down. Like, you know, they trying to grind it on out. Whoa, yeah. I didn't mean to look down at that. Okay. That was a real natural reaction. Let me get off of here. Poe, you're going to get me in trouble. Hey, I need to holler at Poe. Poe is actually doing CDs, bro.
Who got a CD player still?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Damn.
But yeah, Poe, I'm looking at one of his posts on July the 6th. He's mailing out hard copies.
Good for Poe.
Yeah,
I hope he win with this.
Yeah, I hope so too. He deserves it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, countryrapreport.com. Make sure y'all go get that new merch. Get the new merch. For real, is off the chain. Salute to Pop Out Fresh. Salute to everybody that's a member of the gang.
Yo, did we have I got a question. I didn't mean to cut you off. Do we have an album of the year category for the awards?
Yes. Poe won it last year. I don't want to get up.
I don't remember it.
Poe won
right.
last
Is that
year.
right? Okay.
Poe won last year.
Do we have single of the year? I know we got video of the year, but we have single. We got song of the year.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I think we need to add a category.
What?
And I thought long and hard. I thought about this for 2 days, and you and Heather can let me know your opinion, because I'm like, man.
Well, I got a category I wanted to add. So go ahead, since we on the topic.
I think we need to add, and y'all can say no, because my ego is like, cool if y'all say no. But then the angel part of me is like, man, y'all should do that. Then the other part of me says, man, F them. I think we need a media outlet of the year.
I was thinking that was the one I wanted to add, but I was thinking influencer.
So would that be the same?
Yeah, because ain't no other motherfucking media outlets.
But we can't be in it.
No, we can definitely cannot be in it. But there are legitimate influencers out there, but I wouldn't call them media outlets.
Well, it could be. I mean, it's just the term that came to my mind was media outlet. But influencer, basically, someone who's pushing the culture that's not called Country Rap Report.
Right. I think that's legit. I think we probably do need to have that. Plus, it's a good promotional tool for us because now those influencers are promoting that they're being nominated and they should go and have people to vote for them. Yeah. So,
but then that bad part of me like, shit, they ain't giving us no award.
We ain't got to do it for that. We're not doing it. We get the N-words in our inbox. That's what we get. We don't get no pats on the back, but we get enough thank yous from the artists, and I'm okay with that. That's enough for me. Because this is genuinely why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the artists.
Did Simple Man send you the card?
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, I just noticed it.
Yeah. Still in the plastic.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Is that the plastic or you actually bought one of those card holders?
Oh no, that's what he sent it in. I think it came in that, so you don't open it and ruin the value of it. But I'm never going to open it. That's one of my prized possessions. I'm trying to get the entire collection, truthfully.
Yeah, that's hard.
I can't get it yet because the money ain't there yet.
You said it wasn't cheap, right?
Oh no, it ain't cheap.
You said it wasn't cheap.
Hell no, it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap now if I wanted to sell it, but I'm not. But this is part of a collection. I want to get the other one because remember I blew up the covers.
Yeah,
I blew up the cards, but now I'm trying to get the other one. I'll have it on right next to it. I'll move the Braves ornament up or something.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
I thought that was somebody's lips.
No, that's an ornament.
You gonna catch that later. Just the red lips and it anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
You talking about the? Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't get us in trouble like that. Hey man, countryrapreport.com. I'm going to order me some merch. Y'all should too. I'm probably giving out merch for my family might be pissed because I was thinking last night that I might give out merch for Christmas gifts.
Make them take pictures of it too.
To the family. They're gonna be like, I'm like, yeah, y'all like that. You like that, don't you? Don't get out of pocket. All right, man. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Right
now, y'all take your two fingers. You can either get the emoji or you can hit that one and you can hit that 0, 0. You can hit it twice. Drop your hundreds for Heather. Okay? If you don't have a kind bone in your body, shame on you. But damn it, if you've been watching this show, you dropped 100 for Heather. And if you don't, your mama is a man. For real. And if you did not hit the like button when you came in and you're not subscribed to
that might be offensive. We might not say that no more. We might want to switch it up.
Yeah, you know
that might offend somebody.
I've been saying that for years.
Right.
And I was thinking the other day, like, hey man, that might not be the most. First of all, it's not meant to be nice.
Right.
It's not meant to be nice, but
it might be true for some folks.
Yeah. When I was saying it back in the day, it was very few people, mamas, that was a man.
Right.
But now there are probably a lot of people who mamas a man. And I mean no disrespect.
Right.
So yeah, I'll probably retire it at this point to keep me from having to get sued.
Right.
Anything I own.
Or we get canceled. Yeah. We don't want that. We don't want that.
So now, if you don't drop the 100 for Heather, you eat fruitcake.
What?
And I don't mean that in a bad way, but now
from last year.
Yeah. First of all, who eats fruitcake?
Fruitcake is nasty as fuck, fam. I don't know anybody that eats fruitcake.
Anything on earth nastier than fruitcake. But in thinking about that, that might not be a good term either, because someone might feel like I'm saying something else.
No, we're talking about the fruitcake.
Yeah.
Fruitcake don't even have an expiration date, man.
No, we just at Party City, we pack it up and put it in Top Stop.
You lying?
I'm just joking. You know, Party City, I'm saying, we don't even sell fruitcake. We don't sell fruitcake. But have you ever opened? I remember when I was a kid, and my grandma would always. It's two things that my grandma would have. I'm like, these items come from hell, and they only appeared around Christmas time. One was fruitcake,
right?
And when you open the fruitcake, it doesn't separate from the wrapper. You can just cut it with a knife, and the wrapper's still stuck. You have to literally peel it.
Right.
It's like air sealed. Like the second is Brazil nuts.
I don't know nothing about that.
Bro, it was this hard nut that my grandmama we only had it around Christmas time. Rest in peace, my grandmother. And the nut shell was as hard as a rock. Brazil nut. Let me Google Brazil nuts to see if I can actually get a picture.
You sound traumatized.
Bro, these things, boom. Am I? Oh, something came up. Brazil nut body butter.
Boy, you finna open up all kind of XXX stuff.
Yes, I got it right here. Images.
Right.
Let me see if I can put. Bro.
Well, what the hell is that?
That's a Brazil nut.
I've never had that.
Bro, I never either. But I seen them once a year, and we used to have nutcrackers that wouldn't crack these things. I used to like, these are weapons. But
put them in the slingshots.
Hey, bro, Brazil nuts, like they were, and you know how you like do your pecan cracker? See,
right?
You were thugging if you give them a pecan. You do that with a Brazil nut, it's gonna be dinner work in 5 years. Like no, it wasn't no. Yeah, Brazil nuts and fruitcake were two things that mysteriously appeared around my grandmother's house around the holiday season. So, fruitcake is terrible. I don't know a person on earth who eats fruitcake immediately.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I literally couldn't even tell you what it tastes like. I only can tell you what it looked like.
Well, whenever I got fruitcake for gifts, I would re-gift that shit like immediately. Like,
I think everybody did. I think all the fruitcake companies in the world have been closed for the past 15 years, and it's just people regifting.
The same fruitcake, recycling.
If you gave me a fruitcake for Christmas, I would be trying to. I like, you got the receipt out? I'm allergic. Fruitcake is horrible, bro. Fruitcake is horrible. That's all I got, though. Drop the hundreds. Subscribe to the channel. And y'all need to understand, take your shoes off when you come in the room. That's like hitting the like button. And if you hadn't hit the like button when you came in, you better hit it going out. For real. Have some Southern manners. Keep it coming.
Gotcha.
All right. Ladies and boys and girls, we are the Country Rap Report. Yours truly, Vic XL.
It's your dude, Spank.
Till next time, man. Peace.
Peace.